Hello everyone. Today in Sangee's Cookery, we're going to see how to make arisi kodakattai or pudi kodakattai or upma kodakattai. It's a very healthy item because we're going to use very minimal oil and we're going to steam cook it. So it's going to be healthy and I'm going to make it even more healthier by adding some veggies. So let's go into the procedure without any further delay. For making arisi kodakattai or upma kodakattai, we can take 1 cup of raw rice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to soak this rice. I've added 1 cup here and I'm going to soak this for about 10 to 15 minutes and I'm going to transfer this, only the rice part. After 10 minutes I'm going to transfer it in a towel so that it will absorb the water and moisture. Now you can see the rice has been completely dried. I've left it for about 8 to 9 hours. You can even leave it for a day if it's not an urgent. So you can always make this powder earlier and keep. And now I'm going to coarsely powder it and keep it. So now you can see that it's been coarsely ground. It is not finely powdered. It is slightly bigger than the rava. If you can see the granules. This is the right consistency for the upma kodakattai. So I'm going to store this in a box and keep it. Before making the kodakattai, I'll slightly fry it for just about say 30 seconds. It gives a good aroma for the kodakattai and then we will start preparing the kodakattai. The ingredients required for preparing the upma kodakattai or the pidi kodakattai are 1 cup of the coarsely grounded rice, urad dal about 2 to 3 tablespoons soaked and 4 to 5 green chilies. This I am going to grind it coarsely. Urad dal and the green chilies will be coarsely ground. For seasoning, chana dal about 1 to 2 tablespoons, a little bit of hing. You can either add hing powder or the solid, curry leaves, grated coconut 1 small cup or half of 1 coconut grated, salt, mustard seeds and oil. I've added 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. I'm going to add around 1.5 teaspoons mustard seeds, the solid hing, chana dal about 1 tablespoon and also some curry leaves. And I've also ground the urad dal and green chili into a coarse mixture which I've told you earlier. I'll be adding that as well. So I'm going to add water in the fried urad dal. Approximately for this 1 cup, I'll be adding 2.5 cups of water. It also depends on the quality of the rice flour. Sometimes it may also take 3 cups, but initially you add 2.5 cups and see. So for that, what I'm going to do is, this is a similar size of cup. Salt as per taste. So once it comes to a boil, we'll be adding the prepared rice flour. So this is the prepared rice flour which I have soaked the rice for about 10 minutes and then I have put it in a muslin cloth and I've kept it for about 4 to 5 hours for the water to get absorbed, and after that I have put it in the mixie and coarsely ground. That I'm just going to slightly fry so that you get a nice aroma in the upma kodakattai preparation. The basic preparation of upma kodakattai is once the water boils, you'll have to add the rice flour. But to add more nutrients, this is my own version. In our family we used to do this way. I am just adding some grated carrots and some fresh peas. You get the nutrient value along with the rice kodakattai. You can add any vegetable of your choice. I have added today peas and carrots. You can add cabbage, or even if you have any leftover vegetables which you have cooked in the morning, you can add that as well. It's just our improved version. And now you can see the water has begun to boil. Once the water begins to boil, you can just slowly lower the flame a little bit and keep adding the rice flour slowly so that there is no lumps getting formed. The rice flour is getting cooked in the water. It has to cook slowly until it comes to a thick upma consistency. That's why it's called upma kodakattai. Or in south, in certain parts of Tamil Nadu, they call this arisi kodakattai also, which means rice kodakattai. You can keep the flame somewhere between high to medium, but make sure that you keep stirring it. At this stage, you can even add the grated coconut. coconut is as per your consumption. We add lot of coconut, but according to the consumption of your family, you can always add. Now you can see the water is almost absorbed. You just have to cook it for 5 more minutes when it comes to this stage. Basically, it has to come where you need to make round balls by holding it like this. So that is why it's called pidi kodakattai. Pidi means like hold. At this stage, you can even check for salt. If you have a fear that it will get burnt in the bottom, you can add little bit of coconut oil. Just add 1 teaspoon. I've switched off the gas. The water is completely absorbed, and after it cools, I'm going to make round balls. So we need to make oval balls like this. Some people make round, but most of the people in Kerala, we make it in oval shape. In case you feel it is very hot, you can touch your hand in water and then do it. It will be easier, made into oval shapes. But if you have time, allow it to cool completely under the fan and then make the oval balls. Actually, you need to take a vessel like this because you're going to steam it. So any kind of steamer if you have, or even the idli plates where you used to steam the idlis, you can keep it in that plate and steam it for 15 to 20 minutes. So I've made like this into oval balls. So I've heated up the cooker. So we're going to steam cook this for 15 minutes without putting the whistle. So I'm just going to show you the texture of the arsi kodakattai. So it's nicely cooked, and you just have to apply a little bit of pressure, and then it's easily breakable. And you can also see the vegetables are nicely cooked inside. So just wanted to show you the texture. So the delicious steamed healthy upma kodakattai or the pidi kodakattai is ready to be served. So in this, approximately around 25 to 30 pidi kodakattai I have made for a big tall glass of rice flour which I showed you. But if you want to try out in a smaller, just try out in a smaller cup size. You can serve these along with this. I'm just telling you the combination it goes. It goes with very well with vetta kolambu, manga tokku, which I've already shared in the recipe, and idli molahapudi also. Some people like to have it along with idli molahapudi and some curds. Idli molahapudi recipe is also given in the link below, and some coconut chutney and puli togel chutney, that also I will be shortly sharing with you all. So any of these accompaniments you can have it, and it will be really tasty. I'm sure you're going to love this dish. So kindly try this dish and pass on your valuable comments. And if you like this dish, please share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.